Hello. So we have Module 14 quiz tomorrow. So I'm going to go through and explain how to go through how to solve all 6 of these problems that are on the pretest. So an auto store is having a sale on motor oil. The chart shows the price per quart as the number of quarts purchased increases. Draw a scatter plot of the data. So we're going to go down here. We're going to click our $1.80. So go to your 1, should be somewhere right around there. And we have 2, $1.55. Now $3.32. $4.14. Yeah, it was a little. Oh, I guess I can't just delete one of them. I got to delete all of them. Oh, I should have used the erase button. So $1.80, $2.55, $3.32, $4.14, $5.03, and then $6.98. And that's it for that one. Number 2 says an auto store is having a sale on motor oil. The chart shows the price per quart as the number of quarts purchased increases. So we have 1 at $2.25, 2 at $1.78. So using the scatter plot, describe the association you see between the number of quarts purchased and the price per quart. So as the number of quarts purchased increases, that's the part on the bottom on your x-axis, the price of the quart, it looks like it goes down. So we're going to say decreases. So the association is negative because the data appears to lie on looks kind of like a straight line. No, I'd say this is curved. So it's curved. The association is nonlinear, so it's not a straight line. So you can see how it kind of curves towards the end. It's straight at first, and then it kind of curves towards the end. All right, so now number 3. We have the scatter plot below shows data comparing wind speed and wind chill. Draw a trend line for the scatter plot. Remember, trend lines have about the same amount of points above and below that they would. So here we can say this is kind of harder to do on an iPad. Apparently it's not working on the iPad. Okay, so I'm just going to skip this one. But the trend line should be basically a straight line here that's going to... Yeah, it's not letting me draw, sorry. All right, so the next one, this is kind of what the trend line should look like. Now, this is probably the trickiest question. It's number 4. The trend line passes through 10, 9, and 35, 0. Write an equation for the trend line. So we need our y equals mx plus b. And they give us those 2 points. So 10, 9, and 35, 0. So if we have 10, 9, 35, 0. So your ultimate goal is to do our y equals something x plus something. So our slope goes here. And our y-intercept goes here. So to find our slope, remember this will be our x1, y1. This will be x2, y2. So remember, it's change in y divided by change in x. So y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So our y2, so 0 minus 35. I'm sorry, that's not right. So 0 minus 9 divided by 35 minus 10, which is negative 9 over 25, which equals negative 0.36. So this is our slope, and it goes here. So now we have to find out what our y-intercept is. So what we have to do is our y equals, we know what our m is, so negative 0.36 times x, and then we have plus b. So b is what we want to solve for. So we can plug in x and y from one of our ordered pairs. Now I'm going to use this one, 35 and 0. So our y is 0, so this goes here. So negative 0.36. Now our x is 35. You should remember doing this from earlier in the year. So plus b. Now we just have to solve for b. So so we have negative 0.36 times 35 is negative 12.6. And since we're solving for b, we want to isolate b, get it all by itself. So we're going to add 12.6. So your answer for b is 12.6. So your equation is y equals negative 0.36x plus 12.6. So let's go back here. So y equals negative 0.36 x plus, it was 12.6. And you can look and see, it looks like it's right around 12.5 for your y-intercept, so that would actually work out. So the equation is y equals negative 0.36x plus 12.6. Now, they actually show you the equation of the trend line on number 5, so you can always just kind of skip ahead, find it, and then go back. So what we have to do is plug in our x. So we have our y equals negative 0.36x plus 12.6. Now we want to find when the wind chill is at 42. So just by looking at this, it's going to be somewhere between 0 and negative 2.5 by looking at the chart, but let's find the exact answer. So y equals negative 0.36x plus 12.6. Now what we're trying to find is the wind chill at 42 miles per hour. So for our x, we're going to plug in a 42. So instead of that x, we're going to put in a 42. So y equals so 42 is what we plugged in for our x. So what we have to do is just now solve this. So 42 times negative 0.36 is going to be negative 15.12 plus 12.6. So negative 2.52. So our answer should be y equals negative 2.52. All right, and then the last question, how can you use scatter plots to solve real-world problems? You can either plot data points and draw trend lines to make predictions, or combine data sets. It's the first one, plot data points and draw trend lines. So I would recommend going through this and maybe taking notes or just remembering what this is, because the quiz tomorrow is going to be just like this. 6 questions, pretty much the similar, just different numbers. If you have any questions, please reach out to me through email and I'll get back to you. Thanks. Have a great day.